Hi everybody, welcome again to the art journaling page. On this artist page, we have done two already. One was the craft one, another is the meditative one. Today we're going to do an art journaling page which is mostly helpful when you have some angry feelings which that is not good for your health or for as the way you react with your loved ones, and the outcome when is not of any good. We can definitely take up this art activity. So first take a rough book or something and just write down what is it that is making you angry. For example, it's like off late when I have to wait for small things to get done, it really triggers me, and I really throw tantrums, or I really become out of my control that time. What you can think is, since when does this happen to you? So take some time, a quiet place, and write this down as to what do you do when you are angry. How do you remove that anger, and what makes you feel calm? There has to be a time when you feel okay, right? So what is it that makes you feel okay? So just write about this. It can be as simple as it's just a song. I hear a song and I feel all good. So just acknowledge this and write it down. And once you've written it, we'll do this art journal activity. So today I'm going to use this beautiful alcohol ink as my art medium. I'm not going to use any other paints, just these alcohol ink. And I think I'm going to use with blue and green. These are from iCraft. So they are the alcohol ink bases, the palm tree and the kingdom shade. Take any container, any empty glass or plastic cup or something, and they also have this blending medium. It is basically isopropyl alcohol, so take that as well. And I'm using this straw. I'll explain you when I use it. So first take some alcohol or the blending medium in a container, and then add few drops of ink. Now there is no proper measurements of this. The darker shade you want, the more ink you add, and this ink is going to evaporate soon. The alcohol is going to evaporate soon, so the ink will stay on the page. So that is the whole idea, that your anger, no matter how intense it is, will evaporate soon, but the reaction that you give during that anger will stay. Alright, so that's the whole idea of using the alcohol ink here. So it is very important to blow this anger as soon as it is it is there, it lands on your page. Immediately blow it off so that the ink spreads and it doesn't stay at one place. And this is how this is the whole logic about me using alcohol ink medium as an art medium while doing therapy whenever I am angry. So when I blow this, if you notice, as in when I'm pouring the alcohol, I'm blowing it at the same time so that it spreads and does not settle at one place. Alright, now this is a metaphor kind of thing. At least for me, it reminds me to stay calm. Just blow take deep breaths, and maybe deep breath through your nose and remove it out through your mouth. Just breathe out. There are chances that you can add more of ink here and blow it in a very nice way, as far as your paper is still wet, and you can create beautiful and very random marks on the page. I like this particular alcohol ink artwork so much because this cannot be wrong, because there is nothing right or wrong in it. And that's the reason, this never can go wrong. It's simple. Anybody can do it, whether you are an artist or not. Just keep on adding colors, keep on adding drop by drop, keep on blowing it away. If it's a big surface, you can also use a heat gun or a hair dryer. But since we are using it as an anger management medium, I'm just trying to blow it with the straw itself. I felt like adding more of blue colors here and there just to give a random shading. And trust me, although this looks very simple, it works. So whenever you are angry, try doing this. You just need a bit of ink and a bit of blending solution and a paper pad, a rough book and a pen. This outcome, when it dries up, it's so soothing that you automatically feel good. It's not necessary that always we get the solution of our anger. There are times when stuffs have no solution at all. You won't be able to change stuffs, right? There are not always things work according to you, but we can always try to make it beautiful our way. That's the main idea of art journaling. It helps us to calm down and go with the flow and help ourselves not to react weirdly or badly. Next, I'm going to make a circle. I'm going to try to find somewhere center. I have left half part of the page white purposely because I'm going to write on it. As in every journaling video, I say that writing is the main part of journaling. So I left that plain. Now you can see that I made one circle. I chose another point, another center on the circle and made another circle on it. Now I have 2 points on my first circle. So from both the points as a center, I will be drawing 2 other circles. So one on this point and then this one is the second point. So my next circle will be here. So we have first main circle and 3 circles around it. Now we have found 2 new points. So we will draw 2 more circles using that as a center. Right, so one more here. So now with the same diameter and the next point, I'll draw one more circle. Again, we found one more point on which we can draw our last circle. So basically, I have one center circle and there are 6 circles around it. This design is called the seed of life, and this is a sacred geometry design. There are many meanings of this. This is also a sacred mandala. It has many layers of psychological studies that is done, and this 20 minutes video is a very short time to explain that. I'll definitely try to do another video explaining about it. But while you draw this, there are chances that something wrong may happen. The pencil may slip, the rounder may slip, or you won't get a perfect mark or something like that. Pay attention on how you react when such thing happens, right? Next, what I'm doing is I'm making a complete circle around that 7 circles just for a design purpose, nothing specific in there. So whenever your base drawing is ready, don't forget to journal about it. How you felt while you were drawing this. I think I felt very confident before because I've made this many times, right? So I was like very confident while drawing it. But as soon as I started drawing it, a pencil you must have seen slipped and I had to erase that part. So there, I think I came back to a ground level. So it basically grounded me. As I was overconfident, I came back to a grounded level. and that's how it brought me to a neutral energy level. Next, take a pen, probably a nice permanent marker or something, and outline it with free hand. I mean, without using the rounder. Try to go as specific as you can. There are chances that it doesn't come very neat as it was with a rounder, but that's okay. Fine, we will try as much as possible. Again, we're going to see that this circle, this part is a part of this circle and this circle also. Correct? So these parts are part of each circle only, and these parts overlap two circles. Correct? Let's go to a layer inside. Let's see this part. This part is a part of this one circle. It's also a part of this, the second circle, and also a part of this third circle. So if you see this, all these parts have three circles overlapping. Let's see this one. So one circle, this is also a part of this, that is the second circle. It is also a part of this, that is the third circle, and it is a part of this, that is the fourth circle. So if you see, the outer part, that is this circle, has only one circle in it. These has two layers overlapping, 3 and 4. So as you go deep inside, there are layers of the thought. So when you're coming out from inside to out, your layers open up. Fine, that's the whole idea of it. And when you make this, try to listen to what your brain is telling you. You will definitely find layers into the reason why you feel this anger. You can fill this up with simple dots. This act is called Pointalism. And just grab a pen and make dots away from each other on the first part. Alright. And then when you come into the inside, that is the second part, try to make the dots a bit closer to each other, or make these spaced dots twice. Why? Because on that part, it will be dark. Correct? Because there are these overlapped dots there. So I'll just give me a minute so that I can just make these dots, and then I'll show you how the shades of different layers you can distinguish just by adding dots closer to each other or adding more dots. Okay, so this is your activity. When you tend to do this, your brain, your mind will just open up few layers to you. It will try to tell you different reasons. It will try to tell you why is it that you are reacting that way. You will try to listen to what exactly you can do as to not harm others or yourself due to anger. Right? This will calm you down, and this will help you not only realize yourself but also validate yourself. Keep on doing this till you complete the whole mandala, the whole seed of life. Also, see, can you see the difference in the shade here? So that is what is the whole idea. I'll just bring it closer. So in the third one, you need to make it even more dark, and in the fourth one, even darker. So this is how the pointillism is supposed to be done. So as you go out from the center, the spacing between 2 points will increase, and that's how it will become lighter. The same thing happens with anger as well. Once you just wrap up all the thoughts, you will feel good. You can make designs as per you want on the outer sides. You can use straight lines or dashes or curved lines or anything you want, and just finish your piece as you like. There might be some times where in between you just feel like, giving up. Take a break, relax, close your eyes, take few deep breaths, write down what you are feeling, and come back on the art journal page. Make sure that you complete it and you write about it. So this is what the whole journal is going to look about. The page is going to look about. I think there's something still missing. I think I'm going to add few white dots here and there, but I'll do that after I finish my journaling thing. So I just decided to write it like this, and you can write, of course, choose to write in a very straight format, but I think I'm going to make these lines as it prepares a nice aura. I just wanted to give importance to this design that I made by blowing the alcohol ink. So I'm going to make these lines which are there in the notebook to write similar lines, just in the shape of the design that I have created. I'll make 2-3 lines and will write affirmations with respect to what I felt, what I have written in my journal. I'm going to write affirmations inside these lines, and definitely I'll read it out to you as I finish this artwork. So I think this much is enough. Feel free to choose however you want to write. It's nothing, no hard and fast rules are there while you journal. Just make sure that you write something on it in a very affirmative and a very positive way, such that you have learned something out of this art activity, so that whenever you re-see this page, someday later, it will help you. Right? Even if you don't have time to, do the whole thing someday, just whenever you open this page, it will remind you, it will remind your brain, it will remind your mind to tell you that you are fine. Even if you are angry, you are under control. Okay. So that's it. I've written stuffs here. I took my time to write this, but I've written. So I've written that I'm capable of transforming angry feelings into a learning experience, and only I can decide how I will react. My actions and thoughts are fueled by love and kindness. I reject and let go of any angry feelings. I acknowledge my anger and I refuse to act on it. I believe that everything is in order. I recognize what triggers my negative feelings, and I create a peaceful environment. So these are my affirmations, and I completed the drawing. I feel that I needed some highlights to it. So I used a white gel pen and I created a nice dot in the center, but I couldn't stop myself as I thought it was looking beautiful. So I kept on adding smaller dots on all the outlines of the seed of life. So I think now I'm satisfied enough, and I call this page done. I hope you liked it, and I hope you take up this journaling activity for yourself as well. And if you do, if it helps you, or if you have any questions, feel free to comment, and do share it with someone whom you think that this might help. Thank you very much. See you around. Have a nice time.